Took any longer, the sumpter beasts might have gobbled them up.
And spices! Were they yours?
Oh, yeah, really sorry about that. Nilu, if it weren't for you, I would have lost half of my profits that month.
Trying to pull anything out of a sumpter beast's mouth is like playing a game of tug-of-war.
So they really do eat anything, huh? What's that supposed to mean?
Come now. You know, sumpter beasts sometimes eat. The textiles you ordered are highly durable and woke. So even if a sumpter beast got snacky...
You've tested this?
But of course! How else could I be so trustworthy? Well, I wouldn't dare experiment.
True,
Ho ho!
Ooh, that's a pretty good discount. What do you think?
No thanks, Mr. Offsheen. You can't use that kind of tactic on her.
Tactic?
I wouldn't go that far. Mr. Zubair gave me a huge lecture the last...
Look at me like that. All she got was a talk. My philosophy. Our Nilu here is an After a while, Anyway, since then, I've... Some of the goods from... They're fine for... Nilu, why don't you take them?
Huh?
Just think of it as a favor. It costs me more to store.
Even so...
Nah, these goods... Just take them. If you really feel that bad... Oh, yeah, you...
Wow, even...
Hurry and take...
There's still one more store. Are you all right?
About time, Nilu. Farhad here was snooping around your props.
Please, I was only looking at them to get a better idea of what your new show may be about.
Wouldn't spoiling yourself just ruin all the fun?
Yeah, please wait for our official performance.
These two look familiar. Ah, weren't they at the Sub-Zerus Festival?
Yeah, and they're coming to today's celebration too.
Oh, the more folks the merrier.
Oh yes, please do. I'm sure...
We even prepared. I really think we should wear some of these to give the event...
Wow, it's beautiful.
Farhad did most of the work. What a...
That is pretty surprising.
Hey, why can't I have a little side hobby?
I know. I watched you make it. Oh, right. Why don't you also try some on?
It fits perfectly.
They're so pretty! Is there one...
Unfortunately, we already gave out all the child-sized ones.
Fascinating. Huh.
Oh, you all sure got a lot of stuff. I'm a porter by trade.
That'd be great! Please and thank you. But we have a pro now.
Thanks for the help, Mr. Farhad. But let me make one thing clear first. Don't try to ask about what's in the new show. Otherwise, I may not be able to hold back Mr. Zubair this time.
Shut it. Fine. It's not like I want to get on his bad... Including Hushang's things, though.
Paimon looks like she doesn't want to, so I'll carry... Strength and balance are both...
No, let Paimon. Paimon will help carry things. The Traveler's right. Paimon shouldn't freeload. Paimon can't fly anymore.
Are you okay, Paimon?
Paimon's good to keep going.
Oh, that sure was a lot of stuff. Oh.
Thank you, Mr. Farhad.
Thank you, Sumpter Man. Whew.
All right, I'll leave you all to it.
See ya. Good thing we had Mr. Farhad with us, or else that would have taken way longer. Of course. Because everyone's working here we're all like neighbors, so we're always helping each other out.
With this many freebies being thrown at you, you probably don't need to work.
I felt so guilty at first, like I always owed someone something. Later on, I realized that it's actually like what Mr. Offsheen said. By taking the freebies, I was helping when you order the wrong item or make too much of something. That's why there's no need to stress over the freebies. All of us repay others by helping them when they need it.
Oh, that actually makes a lot of sense.
This has become our norm, and no one keeps track of the back and forth anymore. So really, don't worry about it. Alright, I have to bring all this to Mr. Zubair and do a little bit of prep. Feel free to hang out here for a bit. Maybe... Nope. Mr. Zubair's really on top of everything. You two are our guests, so please, just relax and look forward to the celebration.
Wow, the atmosphere here is so nice. Hey there.
Doesn't look too bright.
Hey! Talk about judging a...
You, on the other hand... How would you describe the concept? Mere curiosity is all. It makes no difference. So that's what you think, Unremarkable. Better than an average person's thoughts, but nothing exceptional. Is art a product that we create and bring forth? Or is it a naturally existing resource? I, for one, believe it to be the latter.
Paimon doesn't follow.
I've been staying here for a long time. On occasion, I'd assist them in penning lines of dialogue, but most of my time I just stand back and watch. I prefer to abstain from writing as it spoils the viewing experience. The existence of the theater, of Nilou, and of humanity itself. All of these can be considered as forms of art. It is not some intangible construct beyond the horizon.
How does that have anything to do with us?
Let me ask you this. What do you think is the meaning of art? I suppose that question was a little too difficult for you. To chance upon a spark of inspiration, I have been closely observing you, the players on the stage, and those watching in the audience. Art is already all around us.
Hello.
What? Who are you? You can't just go on the stage as you please. Ah, I see. Sorry for my overreaction. I'm just, making a prop. No time for chit-chat.
Is that embroidery?
No. Well, yes. But not really. It's a prop. It's just, some fabric. An ordinary piece of fabric that'll be used in a show. Sorry. I really do need to focus and start working on it.
What an oddball. Is prop making something to be that jumpy about? Oh well, it's none of our business.
Hey there. I saw you two helping Nilou move some stuff. Are you two also here for the celebration event?
You got it!
My name is Raykar. Nadia and I are this theater's prop engineers. I also help out with some other tasks like housekeeping. The little ones causing a ruckus are my children, Soreen and Abi. I hope they aren't bothering you. They always get really excited every time we hold a celebration event. Yes, they are. Everyone here takes great care of them. There's good work here, the pay's always on time, and Nilou and the others will often volunteer to play with the kids. I'm quite content with this current way of life.
Do you mean your life wasn't nearly as good before?
It's all right. It's all... My husband and I were both adventurers, but he passed away from an accident. Material struggles can always be overcome, but ever since then, I haven't been able to spend much of my energy on anything else. But I still consider myself lucky. Mr. Zubair has helped me a lot, and the atmosphere here is tolerant and kind.
Sorry for bringing up such sad memories.
Oh, it's all right. I don't mind. Once the event starts, you'll be able to see for yourself the kind of atmosphere I was
Look, Milu's back! Let's meet up with her. The event's probably about to start.
Sorry for the wait. Preparations for the celebration are finally done. I'll call everyone over, and then we can start.
Let us give you a hand.
Thank you.
Maybe we really should have prepared a gift. Then we could also be a part of the exchange. As it is, all we can do is wait and watch.
Maybe we shouldn't do this after all. I didn't do that great of a job, and who would even like it?
Oh, don't think like that. Remember our promise? We're going to give everyone a pleasant surprise. And besides, you've never attended a celebration event before, so this will be a great opportunity. Everyone will love you.
I'm still not really sure about this.
There's nothing to be worried about. Just take a step forward and give yourself a chance. There aren't any scary people here, right?
Right.
Huh. All right. Maybe this will help. Everyone, over here! Inaya has something great to tell you all.
Wait! I've already said that I'm not ready yet. What should I say?
Take it easy and relax. Deep breath, in and out. Once you've taken a long exhale, calmly tell everyone what you want to say. If you don't say anything, then all the hard work we put into embroidery practice would have gone to waste.
Using it as a gift, though? It really isn't that good.
So when Inaya was talking about making a prop, she was actually preparing a present. Yeah, it feels like she still doesn't really see herself as part of this community. But it looks like Nilu's trying to ease her through.
Actually, Inaya had prepared a special present for everyone before the celebration kicked off. Woohoo! We're gonna get our first present from Miss Inaya!
Pipe down! The louder you all are, the... You've worked on it for so long, so have some confidence. Don't be afraid.
You've got this.
Is Mr. Zubair here? Sheikh Zubair, this is an urgent notice from the Academia.
What a condescending guy. What's his deal?
Since Zubair Theater has long violated the Academia's policies and orders, we have decided to demolish it. As its manager, you must halt all operations and dismiss all staff members within 30 days, after which you will report to the Academia for further punishment.
Why? Why force us to do this all of a sudden?
Little girl, this is not the first time you've been issued a warning.
I didn't hear anything about demolition the last time I asked, and now I suddenly only have 30 days? We have more shows planned, but it's impossible to do anything in just 30 days. How am I supposed to explain this to my customers and staff?
That issue is of no concern to me, Mr. Zubair. You seem to understand the situation quite clearly. Perhaps you can reflect on the reasons why you have failed to prepare for the scenario in advance.
Demolition? Why do they want...
The Academia has never liked us, and they've never respected our work. To them, what we do is all a waste of time. This isn't the first time they've come by. They had asked us several times in the past to improve the quality of our performances by only putting on shows they consider to be sufficiently intellectual. But our audience isn't the Academia. It's the people of the Grand Bazaar. If our shows are too difficult to understand or too removed from everyday life, nobody would watch them anymore. Changing our content would not only mean turning our backs on our vision, it would also directly lead to the loss of our livelihoods. Yeah, the theater is very important to each and every one of us.
The way they're doing things is so scummy.
But I also don't know how we can stop them.
I do not wish to explain everything again from the beginning. Time is of the essence, so you should act with haste instead of asking frivolous questions.
But none of us plan to accept this. Such an abrupt notice is contrary to established policy.
Ask whoever you will. The answer will remain the same. We have already given you sufficient notice.
Enough! Does your audacity know no limits, Father?
Huh? Father? Their family?
What academia? This is all because you don't like Zubair Theater. You're just using the academia's name to threaten us. Let me tell you. Around this place, nothing is going to change. You've always been awful. But even I never thought my father would sink this low.
This is strictly business. It has nothing to do with where you are, what you do, or what you think. I hope you all have not been irrevocably blinded by folly. I will not waste more time on pointless arguments. Wrap everything up, and make preparations to shut down at once.
Why is he always like that?
This is quite the misfortune, but there's nothing we can do. That's it for today, everyone. Let's clean up. I'll go talk to them again tomorrow.
Sorry. I invited you thinking this was going to be a happy occasion. I didn't know that things would turn out like this.
There's no need to apologize, Nilu. No one could have seen this coming. Paimon just wishes she could have at least gotten to the food. Is what that guy said true? The academia has already given you many warnings?
Yeah, I guess you could say that. They've always seen us as being meaningless. Knowledge is king in Sumeru, and their pursuit of it leaves no room for the arts. But if that's all it is, there's also no reason to go so far as to demolish the theater. After Anaya ran away from home, I brought her here to Zubair Theater. She rarely talks about her family. I never expected it to blow up like this.
If you did nothing wrong, then... Who cares? Let's just take him in a... that's...
I'll try to think of something. What to do?
Can you pretend to shut down, but secretly continue to hold your shows somewhere else? Or we could go through a list of customers and try to see if...
A debate? Huh. Well, scholars do love to use them to solve their problems, but how would that work in this case?
Oh, if we can prove to Inaya's father that the academia's position doesn't hold water, then they won't...
I see. It's a good idea, but... Huh? Me? No. I'm the literal worst at arguments. I can't debate.
Nilu, you are only so stressed out right now because you care so much about protecting the theater.
This theater holds a special meaning in all of our hearts. It's irreplaceable. But I just don't know. Can I really take on such a huge responsibility?
Paimon will help too. You'll feel a lot more confident after doing some prep work. Believe in yourself.
Thanks, you two. All right. Even though I may fail, I'll do my very...
That's our Nilu. We're...
Okay. Let's hit...
I'm super awesome.
way behind schedule.
Trying to best the academia in it. If you really want to try, I won't.
I don't think it's entirely things might turn out.
I am in favor of such a romantic...
Sure, in fiction, I'm not. Anything is better than just standing a...
I'm also pitching in. Thank you, everyone.
Not to rain on your parade, but he's erudite, meticulous, demanding, and exceedingly familiar with rigorous logic. You all already knew that. But you just didn't want to hurt Nilu's feelings. But when all's said and done, aren't...
That's enough, Inaya!
Sorry, I ruined the mood. I just can't force myself to expect a positive outcome. Nilu shouldn't have to push herself for the sake of an impossible goal.
Yeah, it's way too early to give up.
You're right, Inaya. We're up against the academia. Everyone knows that they're very powerful. Being skeptical might actually be the more normal response. But I still want to try. I'm reluctant to just let Zubair Theater go. And it's not just me. I think everyone else here feels the same way. If we're unhappy, we should speak up and let our voices be heard. Say what's on your mind, and do what you think should be done. If we fail after that, then at least we won't have any regrets. I mean, after all, the only thing we can control right now is our choice at this very moment.
I understand what you're trying to say. I also have my own intense
Then, could I trouble you to tell your father about our plan for a debate? You can still get in touch with your family, right?
Yes,
Then, please help us pass on my request. But since we've decided on a debate, I by myself...
Right.
That's right, Miss...
Beat the back...
Make him eat dirt!
You two. We aren't getting into a fight. But thank you for your encouraging words.
Well said back there, Nilu.
I felt that I might have said a bit too much. Anyway, we better start preparing now. First, let's see what everyone thinks about the situation.
When the day comes, I'll get my friends. If anything goes... I can't...
I didn't expect you all. That reminded me. I can't do...
Sorry.
It's all right. Have faith that...
But won't you have her...
So relax. Look at us. He was thrilled. We wouldn't be...
Are you...
Yes, but I truly do mean what I say. The most important... I can choose to... Similarly, good and bad are...
You have a...
Nilu, but you don't have to be...
Thank you, Miss...
No need to thank me.
All right.
So, you've already developed some prejudices against me.
Oh, but...
Although, I know not if... What do you
I don't know how to explain it, but does that count as...
You answered him so serious.
No. Nilu's answer far surpasses yours, and it is close to my own. The meaning of art comes not from its creators, but from its audience. In other words, only art that can be appreciated by others will impart it. This is something that the academia can never understand. I once pursued the mastery of art, much like how a researcher would chase wisdom and knowledge. However, I found that I remained even perplexed about this conundrum until I visited this theater.
It was that life-changing?
Everyone here had a joyous part in the overall experience. The actors upon the stage basked in the love of their audience, while, in all honesty...
Hey!
But what bewildered me was how I realized then that I had walked the wrong road. the mastery of art. I left the so-called frontiers of artistic research and came to this theater. Art will no longer be a castle in the sky. Whether it be inspiring or entertaining, art must be appreciated by others. If art cannot accomplish that, then it is meaningless.
When you put it that way... Mr. Zubair and I refused to follow the Academia's orders to change our shows for a similar reason. To put it simply, we were afraid that our shows would lose their meaning if people couldn't understand.
I once stood in the spotlight. I care not for where my feet may take me next. But Nilou, you already stand upon the finest stage there is, and that is a rare gift that should never be taken for granted. You cannot give it up, not even to the Academia.
I understand. Thank you for your words of encouragement, Mr. Kasani.
Dust the cobwebs away from the eyes of those scholars.
He really seemed to care a lot about...
Life game. Inaya was right. It wasn't after all. I'd be a terrible... She knows better.
Mr. Zubair, we're trying to put together...
It won't be difficult to explain our position. They're in the wrong, and they know it. I have meticulously managed this theater's affairs for years, and I have abided by every procedure and obtained every permit. I did all of that to protect ourselves if something like this were to occur. I didn't expect them to disregard the rules altogether. Yes, I know. But anyone who's staying at the theater is one of us. If I can't even protect the members of the theater from outside pressure, then I have failed in my... In summary, you need sufficient confidence and strict adherence to the rules. At least for now, they don't have... As long as you double down on that point and force them to concede it, you'll gain an advantage.
All right, got it.
I've seen many situations like this before. The Academia sure likes to get its nose into everyone's business. While you prepare for the debate, once you're done chatting...
Do we really have to?
Right now, no one's in the right frame of mind to perform. I have to consider both our staff and our customers. Nilou, you are incredible. With your talent and youth, you had the least to lose.
I've never thought... I also want to...
You're becoming more... Do your best.
Her?
My teacher. She was an excellent dancer, but she's retired now.
You're here. Is the theater actually closing?
He's been worried sick for a while now. He wouldn't stop talking the whole way back.
Hey, you two.
What exactly happened? Did someone come down from the Academia?
Yes. He told us that we have to shut down the theater within 30 days, and that it's going to be demolished.
What the heck? That came with no warning.
They're messing with us again.
Don't tell me you'll have to listen to him.
Come on. You know the answer to that.
Yeah, it is a direct order from the Academia.
There's no need to worry, though. I'm preparing for a public debate with the Academia. If I win, we might be able to overturn things and change their minds.
Really? That's terrific. You have my full support, no doubt about that.
Mine too. So what was their excuse anyway? They still not a fan of the theater's programs?
Yeah, something like that.
Good thing they have the power to make rash decisions about things they don't even understand, huh?
Yeah, they need to touch more grass, not books.
Exactly. They want to look down on us?
Don't worry. Everyone here has your back. The Academia's recklessness won't get them any praise.
Right. They might think that some forms of knowledge are more valuable than others, but everyone can equally appreciate art. If they don't believe that, send them my way. I got them beat on this subject.
Maybe you can prepare some questions.
Sounds like a good idea.
Ignore him. No matter what.
Thank you all so much. Your understanding and support make me feel a lot better.
There are always more solutions than problems. If you need help during the debate.
I feel like the pieces are starting to fall into place. Let's head back to the theater and organize our thoughts. Abby? Have you seen Miss Inaya?
No, Miss Nilo.
Traveler, Paimon! I think I messed up big time. What if Inaya never planned to come back?
What?
It's just a gut feeling, but knowing her, she probably feels like she's completely responsible for what happened. She probably thinks that all of this happened.
Oh, right.
She has a long... She doesn't think that we can win the debate.
And then she just quit.
Exactly. Anyway, first things...
But where should we...
I think I might know. Before I brought her to... If she has nowhere...
Then let's go take a...
Yes!
Allow me. Hey! Nowhere to hide.
There are signs that someone had stayed here very recently.
But we can't confirm if it was Inaya or not. Let's take a look around first. Did you hear that?
I heard it too. Let's investigate.
Sounds like we're getting closer. The voice is coming from over there.
Yes, we're almost there.
Stay back!
It's Inaya! She's being attacked by wild animals!
Inaya, don't be scared! We're coming to help!
Hold the line!
Thank you. There weren't so many big animals in this area before. Sorry. I'm causing trouble for you.
Why did you leave? You really don't think we have a
No. Everything happened because of me. If I'm gone, then this...
Yeah! Everyone's working together towards a happy singled out.
It's all right if it's me. You guys are the kindest people I've ever met.
Listen to me, Inaya. Even if you were the reason that all of this happened, no one would blame you. Mr. Zubair said that you're one of us, so that means we will protect you. No matter what happens, we'll stand as one.
There will always be a victim. You can't win a debate against the academia. My father, he's always wanted me to become an exceptional... I tried my best to meet his expectations and did everything I could. But he still wasn't satisfied. I'm no genius. But, yeah.
So that's why you ran away from...
At first, for one exam, I thought that... I even used the embroidery skill. I thought...
I see. When we were...
Yeah. Sorry for not bringing it up. I was tired of him, but... You think you should be... I forgot how long I'd cried for. I only remember... They argued for such a long... I've completely given up. We're just...
How horrible!
I don't think you can beat him in a debate. He just wants what we cherish.
It sounds like you're...
I understand now, but when we were prepared...
The most important thing about an experience is how you choose to interpret it.
Art must first be a...
Mr. Zubair has... Everyone is free to... No, there should be something else. Miss Raykar has gone through a lot in her life, but she told us that she's very happy to live at the theater now. Although she ran into misfortune, it led her down a new path in life. She sees that as a blessing. She told me that the most important thing about an experience is how you choose to interpret it.
Interpret it?
I can sympathize with your unhappiness at home. Those unhappy experiences. Don't let your past suffering keep you from the new...
Oh.
Let the past stay in the past.
When I ran away from home... But you're right.
Maybe you'll disappoint him, but that doesn't matter. Don't let go of the answer you've worked so...
That's right.
You're right. I'm not trying to... I can't afford to lose anything more. The debate will not only protect Zubair Theater, but also allow me to settle things with Father.
That's the spirit!
Let's go. I'll tell my father about the debate. I know him very well.
All right.
Well, I'm off to meet with him.
Okay. Looking forward to your good news. That should be everything. The only thing left to do now is to wait until the debate. I'm not sure why, but I'm getting nervous again.
You were great, Nilou! Your words won over Inaya! Talk like that during the debate, and you'll get an easy win!
Thanks for that, Paimon. But I still feel like it'll be an uphill battle. I need to be calmer, yeah. I'm acting as everyone's representative, so I'll need to act brave. Huh? What's left?
Huh? What a strange question. Isn't a theater just a theater? Why would it need to be anything else?
Wait. You're not asking what the theater does, but let me think. How can I put this?
The most important thing about an experience is how you choose to...
Art must first be...
Mr. Zubi, not quite right. Everyone is free to... Not quite right. Inaya, not quite... Not quite... Not quite right. Ah! Got it! When we were trying to find a way to save the theater, we heard many stories not of the theater, but of the people whose lives have been touched by it. Zubair Theater is our reason for coming together. It connects us all in unique ways. In other words, it's like a bond.
A bond?
The theater provides money for Miss Reiko. It also gives Inaya shelter from her family. It has brought us together and its story won't end here. In the future, many more people will come to the theater and receive its blessing. And we'll all be there for them. Our warm, welcoming community will show them the same kindness we were shown in the past. Aside from the delivery of performances, isn't this another reason for Zubair Theater's continued existence?
Yeah, that makes sense. We definitely felt that warmth during the preparations for the event. But Paimon doesn't see how this will help in the debate. Oh, gotcha! No matter how strong an opponent is, they'll have to go on the defensive if pressed on a weak point.
I feel like that's another prong in our attack. Thank you so much.
Paimon also feels a lot more relieved. Let's show him what we got!
Sorry for the wait. I'm back. Things went a lot more smoothly than I expected. Why are you all smiling so much?
We realized that your dad might not be as scary as we had thought.
We just finished our prep. Rest easy. It will all turn out well. We have to win. No.
Fingers crossed.
In the blink of an eye, it's already debate time! We did a lot of preparations with Nilou. Hopefully they were helpful.
Hello and welcome, everyone. I am Safwan, a scholar from the Academia. I swear to judge both parties with the utmost wisdom and impartiality. I will neither interfere with the proceedings nor demonstrate bias. I ask for both parties to stand. May the Dendro Archon also serve as a witness to this duel.
Since you may have misunderstood. However, the truth is that the Academia... Therefore, we have failed to... In other words, Zubair Theater wouldn't...
Aggressive from the get-go. He's really putting on the pressure. Can Nilu...
Calm down, Nilu. He said that we were...
The most important thing about an experience is how you choose to interpret it.
Don't think that would... In your eyes, our shows can't meet the Academia's expectations. Shouldn't it be the audience who decides if a show is intellectual or enlightening? Why is someone from the Academia judging that? Also, I believe that there is no such thing as a wiser or more enlightening performance. Art doesn't discriminate.
Appreciation is but a primitive form of... This stance, if all performances are nurturing the popular...
He changed the top. If I remember correctly...
The most important thing about an experience is...
No.
Hello and welcome. I swear I ask for both parties to stand. May the Dendro Archon...
Since you may have misunderstood. However, therefore, the work we have failed... In other words, Zubair Theater...
Aggressive from the get-go. He's really putting on the pressure. Can Nilu stand her ground?
Calm down, Nilu. He said that we...
The most important...
In your eyes, our shows can't meet the Academia's expectations. Shouldn't it be the audience who decides if a show is intellectual or enlightening? Why is someone from the Academia judging that? Also, I believe that there is no such thing as a wiser or more enlightening performance. Art doesn't discriminate, and it appeals to all. Everyone has the right to appreciate art.
Appreciation is but a primitive form of satisfaction. Guidance and enlightenment are necessary if we are to induce growth in the performers as well as the audience. This stance holds performers to a higher standard and encourages the development of the arts. If all performances are simple-minded, require little effort to comprehend, and lack any impetus for the betterment of society, then the people will not be able to develop a greater level of artistic understanding. Nurturing the populace's understanding...
He changed the topic, if I remember...
The most important thing about an experience...
Someone at our theater has tried that before. He was a famed artist, but he recognized that very few people could connect with his works. I agree that art should be enlightening, but we can't pursue that goal by creating complicated works. If a work can't tap into an audience's personal experiences or feelings, then its contents may as well be a castle in the sky. What's the point of performing a show that its audience can't even follow? That would only be forcing people to watch something they don't like.
You can only reach that conclusion from a place of ignorance.
In that case, before passing judgment, you should first become a better dancer than me.
You tell them, Nilu.
Looks like he's backed himself into a corner.
As the party holding the burden of proof, Sharif has failed to provide sufficient support for his judgment of the quality of Zubair Theater's programs. Likewise, the definition that Nilu put forth is but her personal opinion. Neither party is the victor for this particular point of contention. Additionally, I must request that both parties exercise greater control on their emotions.
Keep it up, Nilu! You're doing great!
In that case, I shall speak of more concrete matters. The essence of this issue is that you have violated the law, so you must now pay the price for your transgression. This course of action is also completely procedurally sound. We have already, however, you have consciously ignored our warnings. Or perhaps your compliance was purely superficial. Regardless, that failure has indirectly led to the present day's proceedings.
That is indeed so, according to the laws decreed by the Academy.
He started talking about procedural stuff, so I need to focus on...
The most important thing about it...
I need to rethink...
Art must...
I need to Mr. Zubair has already provided signed copies of all documentation related to our operations. Everything is perfectly filled out and valid. Although the theater's performances don't align with the Academia's requests, the law doesn't say that Zubair Theater can be demolished only because of that reason. Demolition notices need to be provided in writing and made available to the public. Otherwise, failing to follow these rules makes your stance...
Yeah! That's right!
There are different ways to apply the rules. There is precedent for this. So long as this matter is discussed within the Academia, this court...
Looking at the past 27 cases of similar nature, 90% of them support Sharif's claim and position. However, the demolition process in those cases was only started after discussion at the Academia. In other words, premature notice of demolition is indeed a rash act.
That's more than enough. We've proven that the order is unreasonable as it currently stands.
Cease your
Nilu's definitely won this point, right? You're right. Stay focused, Nilu.
Even if permission for demolition has yet to be obtained, it is a fact that your performances violated the Academia's policies on numerous occasions. Based on that fact, we can permanently revoke your right to perform in Sumeru.
Under the current system, it is indeed possible to immediately revoke Zubair Theater's performing rights.
That's a thing?
Rather than protecting Zubair Theater, I surmise that your true intention is to maintain your hold over your audience and their patronage as your source of income. Without them, Zubair Theater is nothing more than an empty building. And without its performances, the theater has nothing else of value.
What you said isn't true at all.
Keep it cool, Nilu!
Right. I need to keep calm, but he... Just a little more. Zubair Theater isn't just a performance venue to us.
The most important thing about an experience is how you choose to interpret it.
No. 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 Zubair Theater isn't simply a performance venue to us. It means more than that. It's been our home for a long time. Miss Raykar can't go on adventures anymore, but she has found a stable career and a new life at the theater. Her son, Soren, has already passed his theater exam, and he'll soon be our newest member. Mr. Kasani found a new way to look at art. He decided to stay at the theater to watch us grow. Mr. Farhad and Mr. Hushang visit even when there isn't a show going on, and they always tell us lots of entertaining stories. Even Inaya wants to stay with us, and she's starting to look forward to a new future. Zubair Theater exists for them, for every single one of us.
Perhaps Zubair Theater has provided you with a multitude of positive emotions and experience. The interpersonal relationships you speak of were established upon normal theater operations. Sheikh Zubair operates the theater for his livelihood. His employees work for their wages, and the audience comes to enjoy performances. Relationships are merely a byproduct in this exchange of interests. They may be pleasant and captivating, but they can only ever be secondary. When scholars collaborate to solve difficult problems, we freely share our knowledge and resources with one another as if we... However, this collaboration ends after the results of our work are published. The reason is simple. We are scholars, And there are new projects that await our attention.
He really doesn't think much of relationships. Paimon also thinks he did a lot of prep. He's been solid as a rock.
Sharif's argument is currently the more persuasive of the two. For this, the continuance of the interpersonal relationships Nilou spoke of remains hypothetical before the theater's demolition, whereas the situation that Sharif described has been well documented at the Academia. The Academia has made significant academic contributions, in no small part due to its researchers' efficiency and ability to compartmentalize.
Oh no, what should we do? Things are going in the opposite direction. A setup? So Nilou's got him?
Good. He said what he said. The next argument could decide this, but... is this really the best thing to do? It might be too cruel to Inaya. Inaya really... she already agreed to this. She wants to win, no matter what. Me too. Mr. Sharif believes that interpersonal relationships are a byproduct of working towards a goal. Once that goal is achieved or abandoned, those relationships would have no more reason to continue. Then, if someone has failed to live up to...
If someone has failed to live up to your expectations and ran away from home, then she shouldn't be your daughter anymore. Right?
Inaya...
Sorry, Nilou. As expected, I should be the one to say it. You don't need to shoulder this responsibility for me. If in your eyes, the purpose of my existence is to become your academic successor, then that goal has ended in complete failure. By your logic, that means there is no more reason to sustain our relationship as father and daughter.
Members of the audience who do not belong...
Let her speak. What she does not say, Nilou will.
No matter how many disagreements you're so immersed in your own world, you can't understand.
Yeah! Don't look down on us.
You can watch a dance anywhere, but there's only one Zubair Theater.
I'm almost starting to feel sorry for this guy, what with the idiotic things he said.
Order! Order! Members of the audience, do not interrupt debate proceedings.
I confess that this is the final argument we had prepared. Disown me, and you will win the debate. But before that, Father, I have some final words to say. I've been doing some soul-searching. Not about whether I should have run away from home. I kept trying to earn your approval, but I only disappointed you over and over. The truth is, I ran away from home as a means to vent my recurring frustrations. That is to say, I was exerting pressure on you, and hoping you'd give up on your lofty expectations. But by doing that, wasn't I just doing the same thing as you? I won't force my expectations upon you anymore. At Zubair Theater, I have found the life I've always wanted. I will move on from my family, but if you...
This is not the
You already consider them to...
You should be asking...
Of course we are! Miss Inaya is a really good friend.
It was a bit of a process, but we won her over.
Make no mistake. All those who come to Zubair Theater become one of us. We will always be with her.
Such puerile simplicity. However...
Wait, what are you... never mind.
What? Does that mean we've won?
We won?
Nilou, you're amazing!
I perplexed for a moment. It looks like you still
Terrific work, Nilou and Denai.
Didn't know you could...
this...
Both Miss Nilou?
Should we throw us?
Oh, it's you. Yes, I feel a lot better. I don't think I could repeat what I did a second time. Yes, and it's all thanks to you. I see. You mean how fate... Then I'll have to tell you about my teacher who Mr. Zubair had mentioned. Mr. Zubair opened his theater when I was still a child. There was a beautiful dancer, and from the moment I saw her, I couldn't look away. I thought to myself, the gods must have blessed her with such talent. But later on, she would actually smile down at me and say, just the opposite. Yeah. She said, dance is an art born from toil. It isn't a gift from the gods, but a creation by our own hands. It is a beautiful thing born from our life experiences. In other words, any place where people can effortlessly begin a dance will for sure be filled with the blessings of everyone's happiness. She wasn't looking for flowers and applause. All she wanted? Right. The same as I was completely moved by what she had said. Before she retired, this is why Mr. Zubair, even though it ended up causing a... Although, yeah, even though she has all... Before he left, he probably has a lot of things he wants to say. Yeah, you and Paimon...
Are you still worried about Inaya? Let's be sure to come back often. Who knows, maybe things...
Everyone, I'd like to introduce you to our newest member.
Hello, everyone.
She'll be dancing for us from now on.
Inaya's taken her place on the stage! When you stop and think about it, Nilou's efforts, everyone's wisdom, Inaya's determination... Huh? What do you mean by that? The whole demolition, if he really oh well. It's not like we can understand how people like him think. Huh? Wait. Look who the cat... Isn't that Inaya's father?
Oh. It's you two. I don't have much to do today, so I just came to look around this place.
Are you looking for Inaya?
No, I am simply here to watch a performance. There is no need to trouble her. Well, my loss at the debate. I used this opportunity to suggest that my superiors temporarily suspend me from duty. Otherwise, the rumors would probably persist for even longer.
Suspended from duty?
Yes, I am temporarily unemployed. However, I now have an abundance of... I admit that I still cannot forget that young lady's perseverance. Inaya would almost certainly mature in the presence of such a person. There are no parents who do not worry about their children. I suppose she managed to hit a weak spot of mine. Never mind. I do not have the right to say that.
You're already here, so you might as well go see her.
No, that is not necessary. I will take my leave after the show concludes. Do not tell her that I was here.
Come on. Who knows if you'll get a chance like this again? But... Huh? You said you were going to make peace with your past. Show your father how much you've grown. Don't be nervous. Everyone at Zubair Theater has your back. Hey, let's go somewhere else. We should give them some space.
You sure they'll be okay?
I don't know, but I think we should have faith in them.
Yes, Inaya. I have something for you. I'm still learning. It's hardly a masterpiece, but it's yours, if you'll take it. You don't have to take it. It's fine. Never mind.
Let's have a heart-to-heart. Father.
Like father, like daughter. They're both so awkward with their feelings.
Yeah, she probably would have snuck up.
Do you think they'll be able to reconcile?
I'm not sure. A complete reconciliation may also not be the best thing for them right now. All those years of arguments and misunderstandings can't be settled overnight. It might be best if they continue to keep some distance for now. But no matter where their hearts and bodies may be, they will always be family. All I wish for them is to be able to one day tap into the warmth of that bond. Oh, by the way, everyone's really thankful to you for helping out with the debate. So, we made you a little something. Hope you'll like it.
Isn't this Zubair Theater? Whoa! This is amazing! It's so detailed and polished!
We've also never made anything this complicated before. Mr. Zubair and Mr. Kasani took charge of the design, while Inaya and I made all the little pieces with the help of others. Miss Reikar and Miss Nadja made and assembled this as adventurers. That's why we hope that your time at Zubair Theater will become a fond memory of your journey. You two are welcome back anytime.
We'll come back and watch you dance whenever we get the chance.
You're welcome. And there's no need to be so polite. Come on, take it. This